Hey guys!
guys!
So,
Hi.
we would like to officially welcome you to the Dummy's Pretty Juvenile Killer Guide to AI. Everything for your AI needs for you as an ad agency.
We're really excited to be here today and to be sharing with you guys a little bit of the research that we've done and our own thoughts from having experimented with a lot of different AI platforms on the course. Yeah, we're excited to dig in and get started.
So, I think let's just start off. I mean, first of all, why are we here? Why are we making this guide? That's a question that you guys must be wondering. So, Phoebe, why are we here?
It's true. We're here for a lot of different reasons. One of the main things is that AI is becoming an increasingly big topic, not just in agencies, but across a whole bunch of different, careers and in different places. So I think it's important to discuss it as something where it's becoming less of a conversation and actually more of something that is, we're starting to debate its ethics, how we use AI, is it right to use AI, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And nowadays it's becoming more and more difficult to actually tell what's AI and what's not. And we're here to guide you.
Oh, that's so true, yeah.
And also we're here because it was a requirement for our course, and we have to.
Yeah, we kind of need to be here.
That's true.
But
That doesn't take away from our desire to share this with you guys.
I think our desires has become stronger with it, honestly. You have a
Desires
lot more insight from
become
us from here.
Stronger with it. The more I've learned about AI, the more I've learned about AI, and that's all I'll say
Exactly.
about that.
Eloquent
The more
words.
we've learned about AI, the more important it is for us to understand how it's developed in the ad industry, honestly. And I think that's one of our big topics. I think we'll just give you guys a gist of it as to why AI is important in our ad industry as it develops.
Yeah.
So,
So we have on our website somewhere little tabs that you can go into to look at strategy, creative, and account management for more specific kind of guides and examples in there. So this is just a little intro overview kind of vibe. So we will go into more detail further on. But the reality is, at the moment, if you're an ad agency, whether you're big or whether you're small, and if you're not using AI, you will be falling behind because AI is becoming an increasingly big part of advertising overall, not just in agencies. It makes the whole process from, strategy through campaign conception and execution so much quicker. It makes it more efficient. It cuts costs in a lot of cases. So the reality is that if you're not using AI, you should be using AI.
But it should be noted that it has to be used as a tool and not as a tool for replacing people.
Yeah, that's true. I was reading something the other day that was talking about how, when power tools were invented, it made carpenters more effective. And when spreadsheets were invented, it made accountants more effective. So I think AI is going to kind of be like that. It's going to be a tool that people use to make us more effective and make us better at our jobs and what we do.
yeah.
I just got crazy deja vu.
This
That's really
is-
weird. It's the second time you said that.
This is take 2 of filming this.
But that's true. AI has a lot of importance right now, and obviously, when things are all about, you also need to know that there are a lot of risks. Certainly doesn't take away the fact that they're bad, but you have to be aware of what said risks are so you can make it good, right? I think there's a lot. One main one is definitely AI being kind of dumb when it comes to giving you sources and factual information if you don't ask it correctly. There's a lot of times, like we were discussing earlier, where we'd ask it for a source of its information, and it would give it to us. And then when you'd open said source, it would be like, this does not exist. And they're just like, what is the point of you if you're not going to give me things that are true and factual? So you always need to make sure you double check that so that you have true information and it's not sources pulled out of the depths of hell. The depths of hell being not the internet or not anywhere in real life, because it's literally the depths of hell.
It's true.
Yeah. And I think there's a massive risk of replacing human connection itself with these large language model chambers. I mean, it's an echo chamber, honestly. And AI is just not that original because humans are true, original, creative people.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I think you need to be careful if you're using AIs a lot for quite similar things. You can kind of tell it starts to sound quite samey after a while. Like there's a lot of similar kind of stuff that you get from it, which might look original at first, But after you do a lot of the same kind of thing, and if a lot of agencies are using the same AI programs, it's going to come up with quite similar stuff. So do not use it to replace human connection and also human like original thought.
Yes. I mean, speaking of human connection, AI does not know the relationship between your client and you as an agency. So whatever things you guys have between you as an agency and your client, it just gets taken away from AI.
So
I mean,
romantic.
it doesn't know anything.
Wow.
Keep that connection. Keep it strong. Keep it wholesome. And
That
keep
was
it
beautiful,
great.
Jaden.
Yeah. AI has no humor like we do.
It's true. We're funny. I feel like there's something in
You
the
might not be able to tell, but I swear, I promise you, we're really funny. Usually.
deep
We're
down.
just being a little bit professional
Really deep
because
down.
we are
Yeah.
talking to you guys as an industry, but the industry doesn't care about professionalism. We're all fun here, so that's
Being
what matters.
funny is really important in the industry, actually.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because creativity at the end of the day is what matters, which
True.
AI does not have unless you truly navigate it to that area. You got to make sure you get what you want from AI, and you got to, like, I don't even know how to say it. You got to have like a narrow mind for your AI to like make it get to the point where it's like, yes, now I can be funny, and it still won't be funny because that's where human connection comes in.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there's something in a lot of programming that will prevent AI programs from making dirty jokes, from making kind of dark jokes, and a lot of the time. Not a lot of the time, but some of the time that's what it takes for a campaign to be successful. So if you're incorporating some kind of risky humor, AI is not going to be able to help with that. It's going to mellow everything out, and that's not going to get the
Yeah.
the zap that you want.
Yeah. And as wise Millie Bobby Brown once said, the dirtier the better.
It's true.
We were just discussing that earlier today. But yeah, I mean, alongside risks, there are also limitations. Katie, do you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, I mean, as you guys all know, AI is trained on huge amounts of data and it needs frequent updating. So it's kind of speaks to the security and privacy of people because agencies need to put a lot of input into AI to create outputs,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
requires a lot of data of people.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also frequent training.
Yeah. So that's a quick little introduction that we have for you guys. But so if you look across the website, you'll find a bunch of stuff related to creative, strategy, and account management / client management. And also a really fun part, which Daniel cannot wait to talk about by the looks of it. He's just staring at me, just waiting for me to talk about it, is a glossary on all the AI terms you need to know, as well as the ethics of using AI. So Daniel, do you want to tell us a little bit about
It's really crazy that Jaden led up with Daniel really wants to talk about this and then proceeded to talk about it himself.
that? No, I'm just saying there is glossary and ethics. Tell us a little bit more about what's in it. Okay, listen up, buddy.
Hey guys, I think Daniel's dying to tell you about this issue. So let me tell you about this issue real quick. While he stares at the camera.
I'm gonna cut part of this out.
Yeah.
A single
Leave
tear,
it. Leave it.
a
No,
single
I'm
tear
not-
rolling down my face as I just stare at
Okay,
the camera.
Daniel,
Okay.
tell
As
us.
Jaden
Okay.
tells
Or we
about
could
the
skip to
glossary.
tips and tricks.
Yeah, you know, what's the point? No.
I mean,
No,
I was
wait,
gonna say you have
please.
more information to say about it. I was giving an intro to it.
Across our three main subjects that Jaden has already told you about, we're going to also have ready and available mini sections, including a glossary and jump tos on ethics and possible upcoming regulations. So you know what all the words mean, because there's a lot of buzzword terminology when it comes to AI.
Give us a few.
Oh, I'm so glad you put me on the spot like this without my glossary in front of me. Like transformers,
Neural
deep
network.
learning. Oh,
I don't know what that means.
Neural network. I actually
wish I
kind of
did.
do. It's like
Yeah,
a map, but
none of
also
us
a
knew
sieve.
any of this, but Daniel was sat there with his laptop and he's just
Yeah.
like, this is what this means and this is what this means. We still don't know, but there is a glossary for us to check.
There is,
So,
which
yeah.
they probably won't read, but you can.
It's worth it.
Please.
He's put a lot of effort, blood, sweat, tears, and
Read it.
he's
It's actually
crying
really
again.
good.
That's why he went on a whole tangent about me explaining stuff for him already. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Before we leave,
we're gonna move on from
before we
that
leave,
car crash that I can't
Well,
look away
thanks,
from.
guys. I really enjoyed my segment on the intro.
Okay, before we
Can we put his mic on mute?
yeah, no worries. It's the stop button right there, but like it's fine. Just like but
Can I do that,
before
actually?
Oh,
that's
no,
I think that's
no,
yours.
wait.
I think that's
Oh,
yours.
sorry.
That's
Wait,
yours.
which one is he? Is it?
Yeah,
Don't
whatever.
actually mess with the
Okay.
sex. in the
Okay,
fucking
sorry.
thing.
Anyway, tips and tricks.
Yes,
and-
tell us one before we leave, Phoebe.
Tips and tricks for using AI. One thing that Kato and I were talking about earlier was you have to give the AI a personality. And I think we can all attest to this from our work with AI. It is much more effective if you use AI, if you give it prompts within quite narrow kind of bounds. Because if you give an LLM a prompt that's quite vague, they will come back with a very vague generic answer. But if you give them a prompt, you give them a personality, you say, instead of just giving them a prompt, you say, oh, if you're a top creative at an ad agency, and we want this to be original, we want it to be unlike anything else that's out there at the moment, and give it quite a defined objective, then it'll come back with something much more interesting, much more original, and just overall better than if you just gave it a very generic kind of prompt. So when you're
But-
prompting AIs, be specific.
Yeah, I will say that when you ask it for something original, it will try its best, but it will never be original because it cannot think like a human can. So
True.
keep that in mind when you do this, because at the end of the day, you as humans are what's going to set the standard with AI. So yeah,
I think that's about it
Yeah.
from us. For the
we'll
intro.
see you guys on one of the other tabs. We will be there to greet you and guide you along a spiritual journey with AI and how to use it.
Oh,
I'll see you in the glossary.
Okay, he will see you in the glossary.
We won't-
None of us
yeah.
are there.
well, we
We'll have a
won't
little
see
chat.
you, but actually
You and
you'll
me.
see us.
You'll see
We'll have a
Daniel
little-
there.
we'll have a little
He'll
chat.
be creeping over the screen, probably in real life. So just
We can
check behind
actually
you.
do that in the website.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
no. He's creepy enough. Girl,
probably not gonna
sorry.
feature on the
But
website.
we'll see you soon.
Bye,
Okay, thank you for
guys. See you
listening.
later.
Bye.
I'll be around.